Welcome back to Economics from A to Z, where every letter helps us understand money, choices, and how the economy works. Today, we are finishing our journey with U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. First, U is for utility. Utility means the satisfaction. One person may love pancakes while another may prefer cereal. A toy may give a child a lot of utility, but very little utility to someone who does not enjoy playing with it. Economists use utility to explain why people make different choices. People usually choose the option they believe will give them the most satisfaction. V is for value. Value is how useful, important, or desirable something is to a person. A bottle of water may not seem very valuable when water is easy to find, but after hours of walking on a hot day, that same bottle may feel extremely valuable. Value can also be different from price. Something may have a high price for very little personal value. Another item may cost very little but be very meaningful. This is why people are willing to pay different amounts for different products. W is for wages. Wages are the money workers receive in exchange for their labor. A worker may be paid by the hour, by the day, or based on the amount of work completed. For example, a cashier, cook, or delivery driver may earn wages for the hours they work. Wages help people pay for food, housing, transportation, and other needs. The amount a worker earns can depend on experience, education, skills, demand for the job, and the type of work being performed. X is for exports. Exports are goods and services that one country sells to another country. For example, a country may export cars, electronics, clothing, or food. Imagine a pancake company makes a special syrup and sells it to customers in another country. That syrup becomes an export. Export allows businesses to reach more customers and bring money into their home country. They are an important part of international trade. Y is for yield. Yield is the return or income earned from an investment. Imagine someone puts $100 into an investment. After 1 year, it earns $5. That $5 return is part of the investment's yield. Yield is often shown as a percentage, which makes it easier to compare different investments. A higher yield may seem attractive, but investments with higher potential returns may also involve greater risk. Z is for zero-sum game. A zero-sum game is a situation where one person's gain is exactly equal to another person's loss. Imagine two players compete for a $10 prize. If one person wins all $10, the other player receives nothing. The total amount does not grow. It is only transferred from one person to another. However, not every economic activity is zero-sum. Trade can benefit both sides. A customer receives the product they want, while the other seller receives money. Economics often looks for ways to create value so that more than one person can benefit. So finally, let's review. U is for utility, the satisfaction gained from a good or service. V is for value, how useful or desirable something is. W is for wages, money paid to workers for their labor. X is for exports, goods and services sold to other countries. Y is for yield, the return earned from an investment. And Z is for zero-sum game, a situation where one person's gain equals another person's loss. So that completes our journey through economics from A to Z. From assets to zero-sum games, economics is all around us, in the choices we make, the things we buy, the work people do, and the way businesses operate. So, thanks for watching, and remember, even the smallest everyday decisions can teach you something about economics. Thank you.